Surprise! So I didn't want anybody to know that I was grinding this map. But this is the other thing I did while I was on my break after Entropy. Now, Fractured Worlds has 8 maps. 1 through 6 are by Nirvana, and 31 and 32 are by Scotty and Gazebo respectively. Just came out just over a month ago, so highly recommend you check it out. Now, this beginning, gotta admit, this beginning kind of pissed me off. Now, I try not to shoot at that archvile unless I know I can reach cover or I'm feeling lucky. But, yeah, usually that guy can just do whatever he wants. And oh, there's messing it up too. He could just mess up the fight. But it's alright. Basically, the first 5 minutes is definitely the hardest part of this map. He's trying to get to a lot of the big fights. The two big fights of this map aren't that bad, because with practice I've got strategies for both of them. This beginning, something else. But now we're trying to grab us some good stuff before we start up this next encounter here. I like this one. This one's got stuff spawning in on both sides, the far ends of the room. Also sniper archviles, so I go ahead and take one archvile out and I work on this side. Try to get this side nice and clear, and then I can go to that corner, turn around and kill all that stuff that's behind me. So like this. Usually it's not as tight as this, losing all this health, but this is definitely workable. Can recover. We'll get another medikit before we start up the next fight. Alright, now this next fight, I had bad strats before. I was trying to rush out to the cyber that's in the beginning and try to just get the infighting going, but you know how reliable cyber infighting likes to be, so yeah, I changed it up and started doing this instead. Cyber can shoot me through the window back there, but it was honestly safer than everything else I was trying, so I just sat at that switch, turned and shot at them. And now just cleaning up with the SSG. There's also a box of shells sitting there I want to get. Yeah, so that's the cyber I'm talking about. So I was trying to stay in his line of sight so he could shoot at some of these guys and make my life a little easier, but he didn't. Now I gotta be careful because, you know, rockets can go through the corpses. Get us our daily dose of dimensions, map 3. Yeah, this guy's a teal cyber, just like a Magnolia, so he'll die 5 or so shots. It'll be alright. Saw these shells, I couldn't just let him go. Pressing that, we're gonna open up the wall over here. I like to step in, see if I can get everything to infight. See if I can get chain gunners to hit some stuff. Yeah, everything is scarce though. Armor is scarce, ammo is scarce, health is scarce, even though it doesn't look like it here. But yeah, the start is very oppressive. Like that's pretty much the thing about this first 5 minutes or so. I thought it was done well for that. Definitely gives you that feeling. Alright, I'll go ahead and take out this panel elemental. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I was being pretty cautious about that cyber because anytime you can get sniped off while you're paying attention to other things. I don't know about that rocket placement, but you have to drop down to get those those 5 rockets if you want them. On this, so yeah, they were these lost souls. I didn't have enough shells to take out this archvile, so I didn't get to grab that box of shells, right? And that'll you'll see it'll be a problem in just a little bit. I also want these cybers to hit these cacos, and so those are pretty much my 2 strategies to make sure I don't end up in the situation that you're about to see. But no infighting happened. I didn't get the box of shells, and now I'm just sitting down here. Once this ammo runs out, we only got one thing, guys. We got our fists. I mean, I got one more SSG blast, but what's that gonna do? We got our fists, and we're just gonna keep getting hit because you can't punch cacos, right? I don't know about you guys, but when I punch cacos, all I try to do is I try to go in after their attack, but I feel like they can still just do whatever they want. And then you're done. Take a 60 damage bite or whatever. But it's all good. Finally, these guys are gone. I can go get my shells. Yeah, so this guy has to infight with those imps. So rude. But whatever. He's also a teal. Go ahead and just use the SSG. I really like the use of teal cybers and wads. I think it's great that you can get that kind of like DPS out of him. It's still like it gives the makes the fight look menacing when you see 1 or 2 of them in a tight area. But then they don't have as much health, and you can balance fights around it really well. But after that teal, we got a full health cyber. So if you see him again, he's got dark blue guts, while the other guy's got teal guts. This one has the full 4K health. So I actually want him to infight with those revs, and once he does, I go for the plasma, and that'll trigger the rest of the fight. After you saw, he actually got hit by a rev fireball, but he was still focused on that imp. And now I got him hit by a good cluster of them. And now I'm trying to go for it. I don't need him to splash me on the way to the plasma, so I'm being a little bit careful about it. But here's my chance. Now these 2 teleporters will spawn in a bunch of revs and a teal cyber, each one. I gotta work the fight a little bit like this, try to get the infighting going. Sit here and just try to work around the cybers. Infighting rockets galore though. I lost too many attempts here because of infighting rockets. This fight got on my nerves. This and the beginning. So I'm so glad that the big fights were very doable. Didn't lose too many attempts to those, but yeah. Alright, so if I can get him at this point, like when I'm sitting in this corner, the cybers that are on my right, they're not gonna go around this wall and come to me, so I'm mostly safe once I take out this guy. And now this, I want to squeeze out every bit of efficiency that I can out of this infighting situation, so trying to get him to kill the goats as much as he can. And then once he's gone, I'll start using rockets and SSG. I was trying to save rockets for a later area just to make my life a little easier. And now, trigger these 3 archviles. So this is anti-cheese, just to make sure that you can't get out of that fight. Alright, now it's a good idea to press the switch ASAP because you have to wait for this whole thing. I guess it's more anti-cheese because you would have to wait. Yeah, I like that. Alright, now this little encounter is more dangerous than it needs to be. Like that archvile that's up top, I mean usually, a lot of times he's busy with the imps. But this time they both decided to target me. A little rough situation there, but it's all good. I love that that little bit of splash damage took out the rev that was on my right. That was crazy. And now from here, I need to rocket down that archvile. I don't know who the hell this chain gunner thinks he is, but he scared the crap out of me. You know, you're shooting rockets and then some little guy comes, gets in your face. Whatever. Yeah, he never comes up these stairs, and neither does this Mancubus. But lo and behold, I think it's just my rockets going up top over those imps and splashing these guys, making them path their way up these stairs. I don't even know. It's the first time I've ever seen it happen before. Alright, now I just spam some rockets at this cluster of guys. This Rev 2. Panel elemental's coming out. A lot of times he was staying back and the cyber would hit the wall and just kind of keep him busy for me, but not this time. Also, there's a few zombie men down there with this guy. It's kind of funny because whenever he's trying to shoot at you, you can just hear the zombies getting mad and dying. Like that. Yeah, this is just another teal. I wait for him to finish his volley because if I try to get too close, I already know he's going to splash me over that wall. And health and ammo are pretty tight in this section. Good thing I was able to save some good amount of rockets. A lot of times the rockets that I can have for this fight just depend on how good the infighting was in the big room. I can also try to use shells and punch out stuff if I have to, but it's nicer if I don't have to risk the run, risk screwing up punching. If I'm at this point, I want to try out the Titan counter that comes after this. So I want to play this part well. Of course, when they stun, they try their crap. I usually go for that archvile first, but these chain gunners always get a bunch of hits on me when I try to do that. So I decided to just take out this side first. A lot of times when you change up your strategy, that old muscle memory wants to kick in anyway. But yeah, dealing with this side and then go ahead and work on the archvile. So, of course I gotta wait for him to target me so he can stand still. Wait a little bit more. There. Yep, no bullets. Alright. And now when I come over here, I want to stock up on some stuff. And it's usually 2 lost souls in here. I think I killed the first one a long time ago. So yeah, I was looking for the second one, but I couldn't find him. So figured might as well. Figured I'd probably killed him. Tiny switch lowers the radiation suit. And that's our first secret. And I like to have it because all the teal water here is damaging. And now we work down these revs here. There's always an archvile back there. You get a couple to spawn in, and oh man, this Spectre. This Spectre scared the crap out of me, just like that chain gunner. I don't know what it is with this run, but yeah, I decided not to use rockets anymore for the rest of this. Anyway, I was gonna say that like one archvile comes behind those revs. Usually, but this time both of them came at the same time. A lot of times that second archvile is delayed. Maybe because he revived that Spectre real quick to get in my face and he had plenty of time to come close. Who knows? Alright, now grab some more rockets, shells, all that good stuff. And now this encounter right here, okay, I lost a couple to this one. There's 3 phases to it pretty much, and they're all timed, so you gotta be pretty quick about all this. So I spend the cells on this first phase, and then the second phase, I shoot one rocket, usually in that direction to blow up the barrel, but I just want to hit that mank a little bit. Then the Kako goes down. I aim all my rockets at the Kako just to also kill the chain gunners at the same time, and then do the mank. But yeah. And the rest of this just kind of improv. I shot some rockets at that guy even though it's inefficient, just to be fast. Yeah, now this is my strategy for this part. So I tried to pull them to the side a little bit, and I shoot that guy to encourage him to get some infighting going. But of course he's aiming at me. This is the best that I could come up with for this part, because it's really tight with the two cybers. So yeah, once I get to this point and the first cyber behaves, I can work the fight like this. But man, the infighting rockets were a problem here, a serious problem, because there's no room to dodge them, and then even if you do dodge them, you take like 50 splash damage every time. But glad that that part is done. Now pressing that switch, I like to get in this Archvile's face before he comes out and starts reviving crap. Heard that rev missile coming out over there. Also, no, I did not get hit by that missile. I had to check. That missile was an 80 for sure. That 10 damage was from the floor. Alright, now the next thing is I just go ahead and open up this. I'm not going to go to that fight quite yet. So, pressing on the switch over here, this gets revealed, I guess, after you clean up. I guess after you do the fight that was up top or whatever. And then you can get the magenta key. So every map in this WOD has a magenta key for a secret fight. So highly recommend that you find that in your playthrough. Try to find all the secret fights because it's pretty good stuff. But yeah, this is the one for this map. I mean, this is not the fight, but this is where we go to get to the fight. There goes shells we wasted. This is really good health. This is not what I usually have when I get here, but so I will take that all day. Step here, lower this wall. Alright, this fight. This is the first big fight. Had to practice this one a bunch. I usually grab that medikit if I'm low and then take the soul sphere, but yeah. So for this, we have just a bunch of crap spawning on the far ends of this platform, and we got that cyber. So the awareness, trying to keep track of those rockets while also keeping in control of your space on this little island here. It's not easy, but that's what we got plasma spam for. So I recommend that you aim at imps more. Aim at imps more than revs. Try to get the cyber to hit the revs. Just let the cyber hit the revs, and only aim at the revs if you really think you're gonna kill them. And you know, the stuff doesn't spawn in for too long, and then you're just cleaning up the cybers, a couple of teals. And yeah, I forgot to mention that those are death pits around us. We can't fall at all. Not quite yet. We will be able to fall once we press a switch. Switch is timed, and it's over there right by where that cyber is standing. You have to trigger the fight and then wait a while before you can go. You know, you could probably, I never tested this out, but you might actually be able to just use the plasma and take out the first cyber, go to that platform and just take it a little bit safer. I don't know. Worth experimenting. If I want to get another exit on this when the final version of the WOD comes out. Yeah, I took a risk. This might desync on the final version, who knows, but no big deal. I knew the risks. I knew what I was doing. Yeah, we're done with that secret fight. Now we got this fight. So this fight is pretty much the end fight of the map, but there is a nice secret area, big reveal. So of course, spoilers. It's the kind of thing that I really feel like I should give a spoiler warning for the end. Yeah, I went ahead, dropped down to get the backpack before grabbing that third cell pack. Can't give away those 52 cells that I had. Alright, get the soul sphere and the mega armor. Now we get our BFG. So this part, well, go straight in for the Archvile. Now this part, I think it's not that bad, honestly. I thought it was really tough when I first played it, but I think maybe I was low on ammo in the blind playthrough or something. Maybe I was just tired, honestly. I don't know, but if you, as long as you don't like mindlessly spam, you should have plenty of ammo for all the cacos that you need to clear out, make all the space that you need to. All the cybers that are in here are teals, so yeah. Something about Nirvana, I see this in Breathless too, which hopefully soon enough I'll be doing that. I'm on to you, Nirvana. Your fights are about clearing out the cybers with the BFG as soon as possible, and then working down the rest of the fight. But yeah, I killed those guys that are the three of them that are up there, because that's the most dangerous thing, is having a cyber rocket you off. So yeah, pretty much I'd say if you think it's a death pit, it's probably a death pit. He loves death pits in this WAD. So gotta be careful of that. The biggest thing is just rockets just pushing you off, or just killing you flat out, but mostly rockets pushing you off. Same thing with that other area with the little island. But yeah, there I got my spot where I like to rocket that guy if he survives, and that's it for that fight. So if you do that fight before the secret fight is harder because you get BFG for it. But I found a cheese actually. You can take that BFG from that platforming fight. Don't trigger the fight. Just run back and you can do the easy version of the secret fight with the BFG. So I did tell Nirvana about this, and since he did say that he wants to fix it, so because of that I decided to change my route and not be doing that in the demo. I decided to do that fight legit. And yeah, so these guys are the last two enemies, but we got still almost still got a couple minutes to this demo, and we still got 2 secrets, so I wonder what it could be. I mean, there's no more enemies in the map, so I mean, we killed everything. There's no more fights, definitely. But here we go. This is the big reveal. Oh yeah, look at this. Everyone's reaction was different whenever they found this place. It's pretty sick. Like, you worked hard to find this secret area, and so now I gotta line up this because, of course, death pits. I gotta line up the top pixel of my pistol just to the left of that platform, and then turn around, align it just to the right of that platform there, and then I can just W my way across. And now this platforming, this is probably this one I didn't have any setup for it, so just gotta improvise my way. Yeah, you gotta get 4 keys, so this is the 3rd one. This one is fine. I wish they were all like that. Yeah, now we got these tight ledges to walk on. And that's the last key, so that opens up this way. Go for this platforming. Almost fell there. I would have been so pissed, like holy crap. But yeah, shoot at that cross, that plus sign, and then carefully lower myself just a bit, and then jump to that platform. It's easy to mess that up, so I was being careful. Same thing here. Alright, so now the hard part is done. So there's not a fight here. I mean, it's just a secret area because we got all the kills, man. So we're good. Anyways, grab the mega, grab the key. No, I lied. Yo, this scared the crap out of me when I first played it, because these guys, these shadow cacos or whatever, they're actually insanely fast, and like my screen, like it was like a horror movie. Like, they just got in my face so quickly the first time. I thought they were just regular cacos, but they startled me so much. Yeah, I thought this was such a good surprise because they don't count for the kill count, so you think that you've killed everything, you think that there's no more fights, but yeah. So that's the big reveal. I'd say this one was my favorite to play, this map from the WAD. I also really liked map 31 and map 2, all good stuff. Tag that last secret, 25 minutes. The run was seeming to be like 29 minutes based on practice, but The speedrun route, there's a couple archvile jumps, a lot of fun stuff you can do, and I think it could be like 10 minutes faster than this. I don't really know. I never tried it, but yeah. So that's this map. Don't leave quite yet. There's still one more thing I want to show you. Not sure if I can fast forward intermissions or what. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you got the intermission text or whatever. I left it up there. I left it up there for long enough for you to read as I was doing the demo. And then we got one more thing in here. So this is map 7. It's kind of a hub map, but check this out. X marks the spot down there. So if you shoot rockets, you can blow a hole in the wall, and then you can get outside. Look at that, and we get a nice view. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys check out this WOD. Thanks Nirvana, Scotty, Gazebo for making this. Until next time, peace.